The dude made plays on a nightly basis that made me say, wow.
He was a magician.
Everything he did was so smooth.
There was none better that I ever saw.
It was like his body was built to play that position.
Cal Ripken. I played 12 years in the big leagues with 4 different teams.
I'm Harold Reynolds. I played 12 years in the major leagues.
Jake Peavy, former Major League pitcher.
I'm Sean Casey, 12-year Major League Baseball veteran.
Now Mark DeRosa, played 14 years in the big leagues, 8 different teams coast to coast. When I got traded over to St. Louis in 2009 and got a chance on a nightly basis to watch Yadier Molina work behind the plate with the pitching staff.
Here's the 2-2. And what a pickup. Throw down to first, and Terrio's gone. Unbelievable. There is nobody better in the game than Yadier Molina.
That is an unbelievable play.
Yadier Molina, there was none better that I ever saw.
You were never safe on the bases with Yadier.
I was watching what appeared to be a shortstop play catcher. He had the ability to back pick with Albert Pujols. They had signs no one else knew they had. How many times did he back pick a guy at first base when no one knew where it was coming from?
The pick off at first and got him. Yadi picked him off.
Out at first as Molina does what Molina does.
Every day he would come out and take ground balls with me at third, myself and David Freese. And if you were watching the 3 of us take ground balls on a daily basis, you wouldn't know who's the starting third baseman. He shut down and controlled an entire running game. He almost dared you to go. I actually think there was a young player that dared him.
Yadi said, okay, go ahead. Try to go to second. Well, good luck. A cannon down to second base and got him stealing. I love this so much. That's awesome. So much.
I've played with some great fielders, some great defensive players, but POKEY REESE.
That is an absolutely terrific play by POKEY REESE.
He's the greatest defensive player I've ever seen. I never had to go to my right because POKEY had everything. He was almost like a receiver.
One of the greatest teammates I've ever played with, number 1. Number 2, played second base and third base better than anybody I've ever seen play in the big leagues.
He was a natural shortstop. So he had a cannon of an arm.
Up the middle, here's POKEY backhanding and throwing, and this one belongs to the red.
I'm energetic. I'm going hard every play.
He would get the greatest jumps. He was almost like a center fielder playing second base. Dive up the middle from his knees. Yeah, everything was effortless. Everything he did was so smooth. Play over his shoulder and would double up Bonds, because Bonds obviously thought, I've seen enough baseball to know no one's getting that ball, but you know what? Barry, you didn't know POKEY REESE was on the job. He was the best, the absolute best I've ever seen.
Some of you might get a little bit, what? When I give you my answer right here. But it was a shortstop that I played next to for the first 5.5 years of my big league career, and that was my brother.
Tough chance for Cali in the hole. A thing of beauty. 4-time Gold Glover.
I mean, he's got knowledge.
The shortstop could be 2. Ripken to Ripken. Horn to horn.
The dude made plays on a nightly basis that made me say, wow.
Alomar running, and a shot to Cal Ripken. He's up with it, fires across. He got him. What a play by Cal.
He doesn't get his uniform dirty. Whatever. If you're standing in front of it, you don't have to. Oh, there is a play he dove on. Come on, people, he could do that too. He knew where everybody was supposed to be on the field other than him. He went through an entire big league season playing shortstop. 3 errors, 1 full season. He was the best fielder I've seen. He was the best defensive player I've seen throughout my entire career.
He was always in the right spot. It'd be a ball in the hole. Nope, Cal Ripken, 1 stop. And he had the ability to throw from this arm slot every time right in the chest to first base.
This is a tough question because a lot of greats, but KHALIL Greene out of Clemson to the San Diego Padres, our 1st-round pick. This kid was some kind of athletic.
Greene makes a great play.
It's as good as anyone all year long.
He was the first and the only player I ever saw in my major league career work on not trick plays, but diving plays and his footwork. And he would lay out mats in the weight room and dive. I never saw a guy, look, take care of all of his routine work and then work on the extraordinary play. KHALIL Greene did that. That's why he's the best defender I've ever seen.
I saw KHALIL Greene in college. I just remember the range and him being able to throw from almost every different angle.
Giants lead the National League in that category. KHALIL
That throw right there, I watched him practice that. When you have a shortstop playing like this and making these plays, it was on a weekly basis at least.
Pitch on the way, here it comes. Dry short. Oh, what a play by Greene. Oh, doctor, you can hang a star on that, baby.
Well, the best fielder I've ever seen is Ozzie Smith.
I'm Ozzie Smith, shortstop for the St. Louis Cardinals.
If there was anybody that I wanted to be like, it would be Ozzie. He had all the quickness, all the speed, all the coordination, all the flair.
Don't tell me. There's the wizard.
What a play, Ozzie Smith.
I'm 14 years old. My older brother, Don, is Ozzie's roommate with the San Diego Padres. I don't know who Ozzie is, and most of the world doesn't either. He's a little itty-bitty guy. My brother says nobody can catch a ball like Ozzie. So I get there, I watch batting practice, and this guy acts like it's not even a baseball. He's just smooth as silk. I'm running all over the place as a kid, and I get to sit in the dugout during the game. The ball that Jeff Burrows hits up the middle and Ozzie dives in bare hands, that famous play, I'm in the dugout. He makes this play, hops up and throws it across the diamond. Now, if I didn't think he had the best hands I'd ever seen before that, well, that solidified it. Well, let me fast forward. It's 1993, and Ozzie's with the Cardinals. I'm watching Ozzie take ground balls, and he's no-look throws to first base. He's turning double plays, looking at me, hey, man, how you doing, Hal? How you been? Boom! I'm like, what? So you know I'm going to try to do what Ozzie's doing. So it comes time for us to take ground balls. I'm turning double plays, and I'm trying to throw no-handed, and it's flying all over the place, and Cal Ripken goes, what are you doing? I go, man, I'm trying to be like Ozzie, and I'm throwing balls everywhere. He was a magician. Could never be Ozzie Smith.